Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of February, and I have a tarot card reading for you today. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'm using my crystal tarot pack today, which were designed by a guy called Philip Permett, who is a crystal expert. And if you've got any of his books, you'll know that there isn't anything he doesn't know about crystals. Which is why some of the crystals that I pick on these tarot cards, I have absolutely no idea what they are, because he knows all the weird and wonderful ones. Okay, right, we've got two cards come out at the same time, so let's see what we've got. I can't say that I'm surprised to have a major arcana card, all right? But we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. We had two yesterday, that's why I'm saying that. Sorry, that's shining on the light there. So we had two yesterday. We had the Empress and we had the Lovers, all right? And I was saying about getting our mind and body in order and sorting stuff out and deciding which way we was going to go, because endings were perhaps going to then need to take place. And lo and behold, look, now we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which does signify changes, endings, beginnings, or just that fact that life is going round and round. And I feel the very strong message here with the Wheel of Fortune is we're all about to do a little bit of a shift. All right, we're all going to get turned on that wheel one way or the other. All right, and you don't quite know where you are, but if you're down, it might mean that things are coming up for you, or if you're up, things might come down with a bit of a bump or be a bit of a curveball for you that you, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Now I've got to deal with that, you know. So sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is not particularly welcomed because it's fate, isn't it? It's out of our hands. But don't forget yesterday's message, and if you haven't seen that, please do go back and have a look at it. Yesterday's message was about working out what we want, all right? Getting your mind and your body prepared for changes that are coming up. And here are the changes. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And the universe has a funny way of putting us where we need to be. I was thinking about that just myself. I've done sort of quite a big cycle of life over the last 7 years. And, you know, I made a few decisions that made myself, you know, a few years ago be quite sort of financially hard up and struggle. But I'm now in a lot better position than I would have ever been had I carried along that first path and not decided to make changes. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's a scary thing. But if we embrace the change and if we really do feel that we're on the right path, even though, you know, it might not feel like it, but if intuitively you know that you're doing the right thing, then whatever happens and whatever is thrown at you, you know, you will deal with it. I was going to look in the book and see what, but I know what it is. It's amethyst. So you can see the beautiful amethyst. You can actually almost see it shine, and it's like there's a photograph in the picture there, can't you? The amethyst has got so many qualities, hasn't it? But the biggest thing is about healing. You know, it's a kind of go-to crystal, really, isn't it? If in doubt, use the amethyst. It's a bit like the clear quartz. I feel like they're my two go-to crystals. If I'm a little bit out of balance or a little bit out of kilter, amethyst will be my chosen crystal. And I'm sure if you're a crystal lover, you have got an amethyst. So what I would suggest is, if you are at a point where you can quite clearly see changes are taking place and you can really see yourself shifted on that wheel, that wonderful wheel of life, then perhaps carry around an amethyst in your pocket for a little while and just get yourself a little bit of an extra charge from that. Okay, I'm moving these around. Sorry, I just don't want to keep catching them in the light. I've kept very quiet about my second card today. It's the Queen of Swords. Now, I love the Queen of Swords. I absolutely love her because most people liken me to the Queen of Swords, and anybody that knows me well knows why. Obviously, she's very intelligent, but she's very independent. She is usually a lady that prefers to be on her own, or is maybe divorced, somebody that doesn't suffer fools, somebody that knows her own mind and isn't afraid to say it. So if you are those people, if you resonate with the Queen of Swords, then so do I, and that's absolutely awesome. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I would say sometimes she's perhaps a little bit judgmental or intolerant, but you know what? We've all got our faults and we all try and work through them, don't we? And if we can see our negative aspects in life, then, you know, we can do something about it. It's when we don't admit that that's who we are, I guess. Now, the Queen of Swords in this lovely, lovely crystal pack is carrying green tourmaline. I have a piece of green tourmaline. I'm sure that's no surprise to you. And if you don't have one, I know they can be quite expensive, but you know, maybe see if you can find one. Green tourmaline is a lovely kind of works with your mind, really. But yeah, it's a nice crystal. But I'm going to talk about the tarot because you're here for the tarot as well. So if you are somebody that maybe is needing to speak up for yourself, very clearly putting your point of view, or maybe just having to break away, that sword, I feel, is a very much boundary setting, that point of no return. I feel that this woman has struggled to get on that throne and has been constantly tried to sort of have other people saying that they should sit there. And when she justifiably gets on that place, on that throne, she wants to stay there. And I kind of feel that that's perhaps a point that is trying to be made here. If you've gone to the trouble of doing all the soul searching and inner work that we've been talking about over the last sort of quieter winter months, I know you're in the summer in the southern hemisphere, so I know that doesn't quite fit with you, so apologies, but I feel like there's been a lot of inner work going on. So maybe it doesn't matter where you are in the world, maybe you felt that too. And the point is, because we're all trying to get to, say, a better place or a higher version of ourselves. Well, this Queen of Swords is sitting on top of a mountain. You know, she's up in the clouds. She's as high as she could possibly be. And she's got there through hard work, determination, struggling, maybe arguing with a few people to get where she needs to be. And when you're up in that place, you don't want to be dragged back down again. And I really feel that that is the message here of what we're being offering, what we are being offered with this new change that's taking place and we're leading up to in March. As I said, we're getting a lot of major cards coming in now saying, okay, the universe is putting us all in places. Yesterday we had 2, follow your heart, think about, get ready for changes. So I feel like if you've done that, then you are this Queen of Swords. You are this person to think, this is me. This is what I want. This is what I'm striving to be, or what I'm striving for next. And no one's going to stand in my way. And it doesn't then matter where that Wheel of Fortune puts you, because if you've got that determination to get where you need to be, then, you know, even if you have to go the long way around, you know, it's like do not pass go, isn't it? You know, sometimes you do have to go all the way around the board again, don't you, to get to the end place. But you've got the talent and you've got the drive and you've got the mentality, I think, is the most important thing, which is really resonating with our swords, which, you know, they obviously represent the air signs and our mind and our thoughts. So you've got the right mentality to get on and get to where you need to be. Even if the universe perhaps chucks a bit of a curveball in and you think, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that, I really do feel like it's not going to be a problem. Keep that mentality strong. You've worked for it really hard. So, you know, you deserve to get where you want to be. So I hope that helped. I've been struggling with a cold, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit bunged up as I'm talking to you today. So I hope that didn't put you off and a little bit croaky. But I sound worse than I am. But anyway, I hope that reading really helped you. I will be back again tomorrow. Please do let me know if that resonated. I'd love to hear. And like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Okay, have a lovely day and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.